Hello there, everybody. Bit of a sad story today on today's episode. So, I recorded the finale for this playthrough, the finale of the post game, and my Elgato, aka my recording device, um, for whatever reason, lost the file. So, I do not have the epic final two showdowns. So instead, for today's episode, I'm going to talk about said showdowns to kind of fill in the gaps. Unfortunately, there won't be video for it, but you'll still get an idea of what happened. Um, so I guess first things first, I'll go ahead and go to the Pokemon Center so that all my Pokemon are all healed up. And then we'll get started. So, when we left off last time, we had just defeated, I believe his name is Shieldbert, although I refer to him as Shield Guy all the time. So, yeah. So, we went up to the top of the no, not the Rose Tower, the top of the gym, where we had fought Eternatus before. While we were up there, we found out that Shield Guy had used the Galar particles to give Zacian immense power. Zacian, unable to contain that power, started to get a little angry and knocked over Sword Guy. Shield Guy came up and tried to kind of protect his brother, and we all decided as a group, those of us good guys, that I was the best person for the job to try and calm Zacian down. So we battled. We started off the battle. It went for a sacred sword on my Lampent here. So we got a Will-O-Wisp up and burned it, cutting its attack. And then we just took turns between several Pokemon trying to whittle it down. And we got down toward the end, and we had Wooper out there. For the heck of it, we clicked Earthquake, and it went for a Swords Dance. And Wooper took it out with an Earthquake when it was at about half health. So Wooper coming up big for the win there against the Zacian. After the battle, Zacian runs off and Hop gives chase to try and calm Zacian down. Zamazenta, who has shown up at this point, decides to challenge us to a battle. That battle lasted all of about maybe 3 or 4 seconds as I threw a Master Ball at it as soon as the battle started and caught it. After catching Zamazenta, we get a call from Hop that he has caught Zacian. And he wants to battle us. And Zamazenta and Sonia both agree that's a good idea. So we show up and we actually witness Hop catch Zacian. And the battle commences. Now, I left Zamazenta on the PC because I wanted to use our 6 Pokemon that we've been using the whole time. The 6 that you see before you here. So we started the battle. He led off with... He led off with Double. We got 2 Infernos in a row to work for Lampent here to defeat Double. Then he brought in Snorlax. We just did like we did every other time that we fought Snorlax. We brought Wooloo in, we cotton guarded up, and we used a combination of Copycat, Hammer Arms, Copycat, Earthquakes, Double Kicks, and then we even just headbutted it at the end to try and get it, keep it from resting. Then Inteleon came in, and that was a tough out. Inteleon, we got a nice hit off a Charjabug with Spark, but knocked it into the range of Torrent. Inteleon, with that Torrent ability, was then using Snipe Shot to one-shot all 6 of these Pokemon. So we had to play the Revival Herb game and wait for it to run out of Snipe Shots for us to have a chance to take it out. After we got by Inteleon, it became noticeable that we were having a real problem showing up because we only had about 11 Revival Herbs left, 11 or 12. Pincurchin came in and Vibrava took it out with 2 Earthquakes. That wasn't really a big deal. So that's what, 4 Pokemon so far. Let's see. Dubwool, Snorlax, in Teleon and Pinchurch. And so then he brought in the Corviknight. We did Spark with Charjabug, which paralyzed it. He still took out Charjabug, but we got a great start there. We were able to circle the whole team around basically until we got Lampent out there again, who hit another Inferno. So we're 3 for 3 on a 50% accurate move at this point. And so that we get to Zacian. Zacian comes out, and on the first turn goes for Crunch, wipes out Lampent, no problem. So what we end up having to do with Zacian is he had replaced Sacred Sword with Close Combat at this point. I had to play the Revival Herb game with the few Revival Herbs I had left. I think I had like 6 going into the Zacian. To wait out the Close Combats. Then we put Wooloo in, and we did the Cotton Guard strategy and survived some crunches, some wild charges, and even a Behemoth Bash. We whittled it down to about halfway, and then he took out Wooloo. But again, from all those close combats, his defenses were at -5. So we brought in Palpitoad. Palpitoad survived 1 crunch, and we used Earth Power, and we defeated Zacian. After defeating Zacian, Leon, Sword Guy, Shield Guy, and Pierce all show up. Pierce makes the 2 of them apologize to us for starting all the trouble. They admit that they kind of like us and our strength. And they begin a grand tour of apology. So they begin a grand tour of apology. And they leave. Leon and Hop have a big brother, little brother moment where they talk about how strong they each are and that they support each other, etc. Hop decides that he wants to be a Pokemon professor. So Sonia, who now has an opening for a Pokemon assistant after the betrayal of the person working for Sword Guy and Shield Guy, offers Hop the spot, and Hop takes the offer and runs with it. So everyone lives happily ever after. Zacian is Hop's, and Zamazenta is ours. Just to prove that I'm not blowing smoke here, let me show you the Zamazenta. Got it right here, level 70. I actually haven't checked out stats yet, so this will be good. Special defense up, defense down. That's interesting. I'll probably have to use a mint on it. So yeah, gentle nature. Okay. Let me see what its IVs are. Did I check that yet? No, I'll have to send it to scoring. Okay. But regardless, there it is. Slash, Crunch, Iron Head, Iron Defense. So we've completed the post game, the original post game. The next video I make after this will be Isle of Armor content. As you all know, I believe it was there in the box. Yeah. We've already caught the Slowpoke, so we're ready to go with starting the Isle of Armor whenever we want to. Yeah. In fact, looking at the time on this video here, I think that we'll go ahead and throw that in this episode as well. Let's see here. Post-game explanation and Isle of Armor. Hopefully I didn't misspell armor. But, so that's how we're going to start this episode out. I just, sadly, due to technical difficulties, we lost all that. I wanted to tell the story so that it's out there, so that we had a nice ending to the series. Like the main series, we have an explanation, everything's discussed. So we can move on to the post game now. We can move on to the Isle of Armor. Okay, so we walk in here and we talk to this guy. Armor station, yeah. So we're going to the Isle of Armor. We obviously won't do it all in one episode, but I figured that my little explanation of the ending to the post game probably wouldn't be enough for one episode on its own. So we're gonna kind of wedge the two in here together as one episode. Um, yeah, it really bummed me out. I found out literally about maybe 60 seconds, 75 seconds, something like that after my recording that the Elgato had trashed it. So yeah. So I'm sorry that you had to settle for my story as the conclusion, but since these games autosave, and even without the autosave, I saved at the end of that recording thinking that we were done. There's no way to go back and have all those events happen again. So unfortunately, my story of the ending is going to have to suffice. Hopefully, it doesn't do that again with our Isle of Armor episodes. We've got our Pokedex updated to be ready for the Isle of Armor here. We won't do too much. Like I said before, I might make a team with the Isle of Armor. That's what I've done every other time I've played it. So if I decide to do that, we'll have a whole new NFE team. But for right now, we're just gonna get things started. We'll have a battle with this person, and we'll get introduced to the dojo, and that'll probably be it for the episode. It's nice, simple start, but that way we have something more than just me having story time here for the episode. You guys can actually watch something Pokemon related instead of just listening to me. So we're gonna battle this guy. First, we get a nice view of the Isle of Armor. I've really enjoyed the Isle of Armor so far, the DLC. I was kind of worried at first it would be a quick story and then get boring, but like the story, while it's still not super long, it's good. It's pretty good. And considering we got more on the way with the Crown Tundra, when you compile the two together, you pretty much have a game's worth of story. So if it is lacking, it's lacking just a little bit. Like maybe if you had a 6 or 7 gym story instead of 8 plus a bonus team. So like, I think it's still pretty solid. It's cheaper, so certainly you get what you pay for. We get more than what we pay for, really, in that regard. So here we go. Let's see if we can kick Avery's butt here. He's a psychic trainer, so Lampent should be in good shape here. And Abra is down. His last Pokemon is Slowpoke. You can tell they were really trying to sell Galarian Slowpoke, seeing as both trainers, both Clara and Avery, have the Galarian Slowbro, because it's a psychic poison type, and they're a psychic and poison gym leader, respectively, or wanting to be gym leaders of those gyms anyway. So we'll just Shadow Ball again. And there we go. So Avery has been defeated for the first time. Avery and Clara act as our rivals in the Isle of Armor. And we're off to a good start. Like I said, I probably will make a team with 6 different Pokemon. Because they gift you your choice of a Bulbasaur or a Squirtle at the beginning. And then, of course, later on in the story, you get Kubfu. So you're given 2 Pokemon for free, so you only have to catch a team of 4 to have a team. So I'll probably use the current team we have right now to catch the new team, and then once we've got the members for the new team, we'll just switch over to using them for the sake of this being a new adventure. I plan on doing the same thing when I enter the Crown Tundra as well. Or at the very least, I might keep 3 from the Isle of Armor, 3 from... Maybe we'll have 2 from the main playthrough, 2 from the Crown Tundra, and 2 from the Isle of Armor for our final team. We'll see. Alright. So, forgive me if my running around is a little erratic. It looks like there's an unusual delay between the recording of my Switch and me moving. There we go. It's fixed now. I don't know why it was delayed there for a second. So, who knows? We need to get to the other side of this bridge here. There's a Diglett in our way! And a Alolan Diglett. This is like the big Easter egg hunt in the Isle of Armor. There's 151 Diglets scattered around that you gotta find. I have not found them all on Sword yet, but I'm pretty close. I think I've got like 6 left or something like that. I hadn't really tried all that much. I just happened to run into a bunch of them. I'm going to try to finish that up before the Crown Tundra kicks off here soon. Alright, here we go. We've made it to the dojo. Oh. Rather abruptly left after our battle. Yeah, I left, huh? Okay. Ah! Yeah, that's me, sure. Why not? Alright, let's see. I can't believe he's here. I do think that they're both good characters, Clara and Avery. I sort of prefer Clara, but again, that's because I play Sword as my main version, so I've played it more. There's our Cubfu. We're not ready to have him yet, or her. I guess it's a legendary, so it's whatever you want it to be. I'm going to say it's a him. We don't have him yet, but we will get him. All right. Welcome to Mustard's Dojo, or whatever the actual name is. Welcome to the dojo. Alright. An EXP charm, so we can get more experience from the battles. Master of the Master Dojo. Okay, so it's the Master Dojo. Mustard! No ketchup, just mustard. Cheese to meet you, sure, why not? Alright, here we go. We'll battle Mustard here and get us started in the adventures of the Isle of Armor. Dojo Master Mustard. Mienfu. Alright. Mienfu gave me real problems. On one of my other save files, I tried to go straight to the Isle of Armor, like without getting any gym badges. I just went straight to it to see if you could. And you can, by the way. And it was tough. Like, his Pokemon know high power moves such as U-turn. Like, U-turn doesn't seem like a big deal, but a 70 base power move when you're only like level 20, like that's hard to survive. Like he was a tough fight, much tougher fight if you're going straight to it. But I did eventually prevail. It just I had to do some grinding to make the fight winnable. Shouldn't be too much problem here though, because we do have, while we are not fully evolved, we do have some evolved Pokemon, such as Lampent, so we should be able to win. I like his character a lot. Like I've really liked every character in Sword and Shield. I don't think there's been any characters that I haven't liked, in at least one way or another. So very fond of these games. Grant, my taste is different than a lot of people. I enjoy every Pokemon game, and some of my favorites are Pokemon Black and White. I really liked Sun and Moon a lot, despite some people saying they didn't. I really enjoyed Sun and Moon a lot. And then these games are great, but I mean, I can't rule out the Let's Go games, the Gen 1, any of the Gen 1, 2, 3, 4 games. I mean, like, I love all the games. My favorite would probably still be Gen 5. But Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield are both very close. And there's very personal reasons for why 5 is my favorite. If it wasn't for the personal reasons and I went just by the gameplay and the fun I had during the gameplay, then Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield would probably be number 1. And Sword and Shield, again, we don't have the Crown Tundra yet. Once that factors in, maybe it will be my favorite. Who knows? I think from a competitively speaking standpoint, it probably is. This has been my favorite round of competitive battles. And then Sun and Moon was really good with that, too. So I like all of the games. Yeah. So we've defeated Mustard. We've gotten our outfit. Now, in all of my other playthroughs, I've worn the outfit for the spirit of the adventure here in the story mode. I think that I will do it once again, although I usually go back and change my hair to be the normal hair. I think I'm just going to play as the default character for this portion. And then after we defeat the Isle of Armor, we will go back to our normal outfit, at least until the Crown Tundra comes out. Then we get another special outfit. Slowpokes are fast, and they took the outfit of Avery. And there they go. The first trial is go catch the Slowpoke and bring back the dojo uniform. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to heal up our Pokemon. We're going to call that an episode. It's shorter than usual, but, well, actually, I'd take that back. I think we can maybe do this Slowpoke trial. Restore Pokemon. You know, something I just thought of. Can I wear my hat while wearing this outfit? I might at least put the hat back on. I can't wear it that way with the hair being the ponytail style. Huh. Okay, well, that's what it says. And that's what it says, so here we go. Yeah, since Lampent is super effective against the Slowpoke, I think we actually will tack this on still. So there's our Slowpoke. They're going to go off into the marsh. Or wetlands. I think it's technically the wetlands. I think my goal for making a team this time around, because in the past I just got excited by Pokemon I saw, is try to get one Pokemon from each area instead of like making the whole team out of one area. But we'll see. Wrong button. There we go. It's Quagsire. Oh, okay. They popped up literally as I walked by. Sorry, Choodle. I didn't use you really in the main game. I don't really want to use you now. I mean, I used it in Sword, but I meant like I want to kind of focus on Pokemon that are new to the Isle of Armor. Licky Licky would be cool if it wasn't already evolved, but I'm sticking to the non-fully evolved. Maybe we can find a Lickitung somewhere and use it. Alright, here's our first Slowpoke. Go Lampent. Shadow Ball. So use Heal Pulse, okay. Alright, one Slowpoke down, 2 to go. Scorpy. There's a Bouffalont. That certainly would be something different to use. Actually, yeah. Let's try to use a Bouffalont on our team. Let's be Gen 5. Alright. Well, let's go with Inferno and see A, if we hit, and B, if we get rid of it or not. It can't hit me with Head Charge, and we can't hit it with Shadow Ball, so... Alright, that'll burn it. That'll help us when trying to catch it here. Sure, Great Ball. If we're going to waste a couple Pokeballs first couple turns trying to catch it, might as well use the lesser ones. Alright, first try. So we've got our first new member of the team here in the Isle of Armor. Bouffalont. Well, you know what, now that I think about it, though, Bouffalont doesn't evolve. That was stupid on my part. Well, then again, I guess I don't have to play the NFE rules at this point. But we'll see. He's in the box regardless, because we caught him. I won't make a decision on that yet. Did kind of forget I was playing an NFE thing there for a second. Scorpy could be funny to use instead of evolving it to Drapion. So, yeah. He could be our new Wooper. Oh, I didn't want to do that, though. It's dead if we hit. We missed, thank goodness. Alright. Shadow Ball this time. It should be Bug Poison, I believe. It turns into Poison Dark when it evolves. Perfect. Alright. Now let's catch the first member of our new team. Nope. Of course, we caught the Bouffalont in one try, but we're gonna have issues catching the Scorpy. Yeah, that sounds about right. Again. There we go. First member of the team. We've got Scorpy. We need to get those other Slowpoke, but I may catch other stuff if I find other interesting stuff on the way there. Dunsparce doesn't evolve, so but that would have been fun. Oh, there we go, Lickitung! Gotta have Lickitung on the team, of course. Actually, I do have a competitive Lickitung that is hilariously good, and you wouldn't think it would be good. I have a Lickitung that's a special attacker. That's Fire Blast, Blizzard, Thunder, and what was its fourth move? Its fourth move was, I don't think it was Minimize, but I think it was some sort of stat move. Oh, Disable. Disable was the fourth move. And you'd be surprised, A, it hits harder than you think, and B, a lot of people can't deal with the fact that an attack gets disabled. Because Lickitung's got enough bulk for the most part, if it's not getting hit super effective, that you don't normally defeat it in one hit if it's an unboosted attack. So you can take a hit, disable whatever the attack was, and the opponent often freaks out for no apparent reason. Pretty funny. So Lickitung's fun to throw out there every once in a while. I don't think this one will have that kind of move set, but we've got a Lickitung on the team. Scorpy and Lickitung. Since Lickitung does evolve to Licky Licky, Lickitung absolutely qualifies for this playthrough. No questions asked. Alright, there's Slowpoke. Shadow Ball. Okay, I don't care that you're using Rain Dance. We're still going to beat you. Yeah. Shadow Ball, and Slowpoke goes down. So, We got a critical hit. We didn't need it, but we got it. Right, one more Slowpoke to go, and we'll be done with the first trial. Alright. Any other Pokemon that we... come on. I went backwards. Good job, me. Come on. Anybody else? Anybody else that would be fun to have around? The big root. There's a Licky Licky again. There's a Rockruff, although we couldn't evolve it. You know what? Rockruff can make up for Yamper. Give us a little puppy dog Pokemon on the team. Alright. We'll see if this kills or not. Ooh, if it doesn't take us out first. It did. Okay. Well then. Wooloo. We'll double kick it down low here before we try to catch it. I just realized since we won't have Wooloo, actually Lickitung would be really great to have the Eviolite on. So that really was a good capture if I'm making a whole new team from scratch. Ball go. And we have ourselves a Rockruff. Right, we got 3 members of the team right here and now. I'm gonna try not to catch a 4th one already because I want to try and catch some Pokemon from the other areas. All right. At least they're all at level 60 this way since we completed the main game, so we don't have to spend a ton of time getting them battle ready. Just have to teach them a few attacks and we'll be good to go. Alright, so we know he comes between the mountain and the tree here, so we'll just stay right here. Alright. So there's Slowpoke. Here comes Chargebug. And we'll go with X-Scissor. Probably be 2 hits. Take it out would be my guess. Yep, there's 1 hit. And just for the heck of it, let's do Poison Jab. For no apparent reason. Come on. There we go. Alright, we've defeated all 3. Just gotta go back to the Master Dojo now. Alright. So let's go finish up the first trial. And we'll call it an episode. Assuming that this one doesn't also get deleted by my Elgato. Alright, let's see. Yep, here you go. Well, mustard. Alright. Everyone else gets another chance since we caught all of them. Now we get to pick our 4th member of the team. And I gotta say, as someone that started with red and blue, I gotta pick Squirtle. Like, I've always picked Squirtle. It's gotta be Squirtle. But, who knows, maybe I'll change my mind. I do every once in a while when I go back and play through. I think for every For every 6 times I play through Red and Blue, I pick Charmander once, Bulbasaur once, and Squirtle the rest. So we'll see next time. It'll probably be Squirtle, but we'll see next time what I pick. Thank you all very much for watching once again. Bye-bye.